everybody. This is Zana Clark. Welcome to day 7, I believe, of our 10-day cleanse experience. So our 10 days to reduce stress and boost immunity and shed a few pounds too. So I am your host for this event, and we have now completed, as of today, we will have completed our 7 days of pre-cleanse prep with various tools and tips to help you with healing the body, harmonizing the mind, listening to the soul so that you can stress less, right? You can boost your immunity so that you can get well or stay well long term. And why are we doing this? So that we can bring 100% of ourselves to everything that we do, and we can have greater success in health, wealth, and happiness. And who doesn't want that? So today we are going to be beginning our 3-day guided cleanse. This is a food-based cleanse, very simple, very natural, very filling. Those of you who already have gotten the recipes can attest to that. I've already gotten some great feedback from people just from looking at the recipes. They have not even tasted the food yet, but just looking at the recipes. So they're excited, and I'm excited to guide you in this experience. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite herbs for this type of year, elderberry. But before I do that, I just want to remind you that for those who are interested in joining us for the cleanse and for the finale, which is once we've cleansed, then we need to reset. So in the finale, I'm going to do a vision webinar. It's called 3 Keys to Master Success in Health, Wealth, and Happiness on Monday night. And so that's where I will be awarding the prizes to people who are for their great participation over the 10 days. And then I will provide you with these 3 keys and help you reset your vision for going forward in 2022, different from doing New Year's resolutions. It's not the same as doing New Year's resolutions. So this is going to come from your heart and soul, not based on what you think you should be doing. So that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure that you go to the event for the 10 days. It's pinned at the top of a page on Facebook, and register for the event. That way you will receive the Zoom details to do the 3-day cleanse and for the Monday night finale webinar. That is all going to be on Zoom because I want more interaction. So I want you to come into Zoom. I'll be teaching some Kundalini yoga. I'll be teaching a Kundalini meditation. We'll be doing Q&A for the cleanse. So it's a good way for you to have more direct access to me and more time to ask me your questions. And some of you can sneak in some other questions too if you have them for me as your handy dandy nutritionist. So anyway, that is all about the cleanse and Monday night's culmination, our finale. I will be doing an official orientation tonight by Zoom at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have some questions about the cleanse, maybe you've never done the cleanse, or you have a friend or family member who wants to do it but has never done it, that's a great time to come ask your questions. I'll just be making sure that you are set up for success over the next 3 days. It's a sacred care weekend, not self-care, but sacred care weekend, which is beyond sacred self-care. Okay. So now let me go to our topic of today, elderberry. It's one of my favorite herbs. It is a berry. It is a fruit, and it comes from a very healing tree called the elder tree. And they use like so many different parts of the elder tree for healing, right? And it's known for immunity, which is why it fits into what we're talking about with our 10 days to reduce stress and boost immunity. So often people use the flowers to make elderflower tea. It's great for when you have like a lot of congestion in the throat. And they use the syrup as a flu and viral preventative, as well as to lessen the time frame and reduce the severity of effects of bacterial or viral infections in the body. That's primarily what it's known for. You've probably seen it on the shelf. It goes very quickly. There's lots of different brands out there in elderberry, and now they even make elderberry in gummy form, so that those people who do not like taking it as a tincture or a syrup or a tea can now just chew it like a kid and enjoy the benefits of elderberry. I love elderberry. This is my own homemade elderberry syrup. And in one of my culinary shows, I will teach you how to make elderberry syrup, right? But for today's purposes, if you have not made your own in the past, you can easily go online and find recipes for it, and you can buy elderberry products. So when you're looking for elderberry products, there's a few things that you should know, because since it is a powerful immune booster, there's lots of elderberry out there, and some is really not worth the money that you're going to spend for it. I tend to look for organic, or I buy it from some reputable herbal company. Like Gaia Herbs is a reputable, Herb Farm is reputable. There's a number of them that are reputable. And when you go to a store like a apothecary or an herb shop, or even at Whole Foods, they can tell you the more reputable manufacturers of herbal products, and then their elderberry syrup would be of a reputable quality. But even if you don't have a representative there that you can ask, you can look at the bottles and you can tell some things. One, you want to look at the ingredients. You want to make sure it says vitamin C and zinc and elder. And it should come from the Sambucus nigra family, right? Sambucus nigra family. And that's the herbal family. There's many different forms of elderberries out there, but that's the one that's been used for most of the tests that they've done, clinical trials that they've done on elderberry for its benefits. And if you go and talk to an herbalist, that's generally the form of elderberry that will be recommended. So I would look for those three things. I would also look for clean products, things that have a lot of additives. Shouldn't have more than 3-4 names in the ingredient list. If it has like a longer list, just like with food, that means there's a lot of additives, stabilizers, other things in the products. You don't want that. That actually creates more inflammation in the body. So I would look for those things. You can buy it in several different forms, but generally people like to buy it in the syrup form, because you can easily pour this. You can take a teaspoon or tablespoon, and you can even pour it on top of things. Like you can pour it on top of your oatmeal. You can put it in your drink. So for our cleanse, we have my favorite Spice Warm Lemon Detox drink, but it has elderberry. And hold on, let me get my doggies. Okay, so they are having some fun here playing, so put them under control. But yeah, so you can buy it in different forms, but generally the syrup is going to be the easiest form to buy and take, and it generally tastes pretty good because they often add honey to it for flavoring. So we've talked about how do you find the quality of product and what forms that you can take the elderberry in. The benefits of elderberry, I mentioned, are primarily for the immune system. It is generally used as a daily tonic. And then if you start to get some cold or flu type symptoms, then you can boost up your intake of it. So the amount that you take can vary. Generally, if you're just taking it on an ongoing basis, you want to take like a teaspoon a day, depending on the strength of your immune system, maybe 2 teaspoons a day. In the wintertime and where you're going to be exposed around a lot of people, maybe you increase it to a tablespoon a day. If you get sick or start to feel symptoms, you may want to do 1 tablespoon 4 times a day. So those are general recommendations for each and every person. It can be different. That may be a question that you have for me at the orientation or over the weekend, since elderberry is in one of the products that you'll be having, one of the recipes. So some other benefits, immune benefits, inflammation, that's another benefit. It's actually been known to help to reduce pain. So you usually have to take it for a long period of time, not on its own, but in conjunction with another pain relieving protocol. But it does have properties in it, natural properties, which are anti-inflammatory. And it's a very good antioxidant. So in terms of preventing damage to your cells from oxidation that comes from all the toxins and different things in our body, outside our body, all around, even our thoughts create oxidation in the body. If we have stressed out thoughts and negative thoughts, yes, we have created oxidation and inflammation physically, physiologically in the body. So the elderberry helps to counter some of the damage that we may be causing by how we're thinking, acting, doing, being. It's not a cure-all. Not one thing is a cure-all, but all of these different tips that I provided all week long, no one is going to fix you, cure you. None of that can happen. But when we start to put them together, and especially if we put them together in a coordinated, integrated manner, then we're creating a strong, soul-aligned wellness foundation and a lifestyle to support that. Well, this is what they're barking about. and a strong wellness foundation and a lifestyle. And when you have that, yeah, you're going to notice that you will not respond to stressful events the same. You will be able to flow through whatever comes your way. You will start to get well. If you have symptoms that are showing up in your body, when you follow a wellness foundation and a lifestyle, especially one that's aligned with what's important to you, right? It's aligned to your soul. It's soul aligned. Then you will reverse conditions in your body. You will prevent conditions from showing up. You will slow the aging process, right? And you will stay well long-term, sustainable. That's what we want. So many clients come to me and they're yo-yoing this way, that way, up, down. They try this program, that program. They want the quick fix. They want the cheap fix. They don't want to spend money. They say they don't have time. But if you don't have time and you don't have money to invest in your own well-being, who will, right? Who will? And if you don't invest in your own well-being, you will spend that money and you will spend that time in doctor's office, and medical visits, and surgeries, and fighting with insurance companies, and all kinds of things, right? So we start at square one. We start with creating this strong wellness foundation, and we implement and embody those tips and tools and learnings and wisdom into a lifestyle, into a way of being. And not just our health transforms, but definitely our wealth transforms, because your relationships, your career choices, the way you're choosing to express yourself out in the world, they will become more enriched, and you will have more joy and more freedom and more peace and more happiness in your life. So that's what an integrated, embodied program can do for you. And that's what I do with my clients all year long, right? So I offer a lot of free support. I believe in giving lots of value to people so you can do some things on your own. And then for those people who would like more structure, more support, a community of like-minded people, and we go to the next level and we work together. So today, this weekend, I am continuing with my free support to you and with our 3-day cleanse. Remember that tonight we will do an orientation at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you register so that I can send you the email with the Zoom link for that. It's not too late to get the recipes. You will also receive that once you register. And then we will start tomorrow guided at 12:30. I will come on Zoom. We will do Kundalini yoga on Saturday. We will do a Kundalini meditation. And maybe I may even have a guest for you to teach you another practice on Sunday. We will kind of bring things into culmination on Monday. And then we will have our Monday afternoon, 12:30. And then we will have our finale Monday night at 7:00, and you're going to feel so much lighter. I'm already getting good feedback from people that they are feeling lighter, right? They're cleansing stuff out of their environment. They're cleansing stuff out of their body. They're already starting to take some positive actions in terms of their food, even though we haven't even started the cleanse yet, because you have a lot of support. You are being embraced. You are being held. And you are being guided. So who can ask for more than that? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this edition, and go buy some elderberry syrup. If you are on medications, you should check with the pharmacist. Just make sure that it does not interact with any of the medications that are out there. It's known as a generally safe herb. So it's not one that generally has any toxicity, but because everybody's body is different and everybody is on some different kind of medication, if you are on medication, please do check with your pharmacist or your doctor before taking any herbal product, not just elderberry, but any herbal product. And so with that, me and my little pup, my little 7-month-old pup here, Aphrodite, love goddess that she is, who has been speaking to you this whole time, we will say sayonara for now, and we will see you tonight on Zoom for the orientation. Remember, now we're shifting to Zoom, so get the information so that you can participate as well. See you soon. Let's see if there's any questions before I head off of here. Okay, very good. So I'll look forward to seeing you then. Bye.